Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be talking to you all about North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now this is another video in my series of different areas of Myrtle Beach. So if you've been thinking about moving to the Myrtle Beach area, I'm sure North Myrtle Beach has come up on your search. Now North Myrtle Beach is not just the northern part of Myrtle Beach, it is its own city. It is located just north of Myrtle Beach, but in between there is going to be a small municipality called Briarcliff Acres, and then to the northeast is going to be Little River, South Carolina. Before I get into it, if you have been looking to move to the Myrtle Beach area, whether you're ready now, in 30 days or 300 days, I'd love to help you out. My contact information is in the description below. Feel free to give me a call, text, email. You can even set up a time to chat with me at your convenience. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you stick around to the end where I'm going to be giving you 5 must-see neighborhoods in the North Myrtle Beach area. Now let's see what the city has to offer. North Myrtle Beach City was established in 1968 when 4 municipalities came together: Cherry Grove Beach, Crescent Beach, Windy Hill, and Ocean Drive Beach were separate before they came together to form North Myrtle Beach. So you will still hear today referring to those different areas when people are talking about moving to Myrtle Beach or where they're staying in North Myrtle Beach. And there are so many reasons to love the North Myrtle Beach area. There is so much to do there. You really can't get bored. Now, what reasons are there to love the North Myrtle Beach city? Well, there is lots to do. Of course, with any tourist area, there is going to be so much to do. Of course, you have the beach, which has its own set of activities, whether you like to just lounge out there, play in the water. It is always nice to live near the beach. Most places in North Myrtle Beach are golf cart ride to the beach. So that is how close, if you live in North Myrtle Beach, that is how close you are to the beach for a majority of the area. Now, what other things are there to do? We have Barefoot Landing, which has alligator adventure. It has some wine tasting, breweries, restaurants, parks, things to do with kids, arcades, shopping. So Barefoot Landing is a really fun area of North Myrtle Beach. You also have Main Street, which will also have lots of shops, restaurants. You'll have festivities that are held throughout the year. Music on Main Street is another thing that happens. Lots of live outdoor music. So tons of things to do there as well. Main Street is also known for shag dancing, which was born in North Myrtle Beach in the 1940s. So that is something you will hear a lot with the history of North Myrtle Beach. There is, of course, lots of golf courses. Myrtle Beach area as a whole is known for golf. You've got water sports and, dolphin cruises, boat cruises, fishing charters, being right off of the Intercoastal there into the ocean. The parks in North Myrtle Beach, there are lots of parks there. You have the North Myrtle Beach Sports Complex, which is a huge center. It's actually expanding, that holds sports tournaments. They have parks. They have the Shark Wake Park, which is a really fun wakeboarding and water area to play. So if you are in the area, that is something you will probably do. I've mentioned before in other videos that the Myrtle Beach area has one of the most restaurants per capita. North Myrtle Beach is kind of a part of that. There are so many restaurants, and of course, being near the sea, we've got seafood and all kinds of great restaurants to check out. A couple that come to mind are Boardwalk Billy's, Crave, Fillets, Snooki's Oceanfront, all the restaurants at Barefoot Landing. There's so many to name. Now let's talk about moving there and the housing market and what you should expect in North Myrtle Beach City. Now, North Myrtle Beach City is going to have a higher median home price than some of the other areas. Even Myrtle Beach, Conway, Little River, North Myrtle Beach will definitely have a higher median home price compared to those areas and be a little more expensive to live. Now, the median home price is around $593,000. And then the condo median price is going to be around $303,000. Like I mentioned before, almost all areas, excluding just a few, are within a golf cart ride distance to the beach. So that is why you do get those higher home prices generally. and you're going to have those city taxes as well. So when you are looking in North Myrtle Beach, comparing to other areas, just keep this in mind. If you're not seeing as many homes in the lower 300,000s, things like that, it's just because the median home price is a little bit higher. Now, just like all areas of Myrtle Beach and Horry County, you do pay a lower tax rate being a resident as opposed to owning a second home. So the tax rate for residents is going to be 4%, and then it goes to 6% if you are owning a second home or a rental property. Now, North Myrtle Beach does have a good mix of HOA communities and non-HOA communities. A lot of the non-HOA communities are going to allow short-term rentals. There's a little more opportunity in North Myrtle Beach to own a single-family home short-term rental than there are in Myrtle Beach and parts of like Surfside, just due to the zoning restrictions the city has. Now let's talk about the safety and crime rates. So the safety and crime rate statistics are slightly skewed just due to the fact that we get in North Myrtle Beach City over 4 million visitors a year, and the crime statistics do not take that into account. So you will see that it will say, a 4 in 1,000 residents crime rate, which is higher than many other cities, and that is due to our tourism and the flow of transient people coming in and out. So just keeping that in mind when you are looking at that. Another question I get all the time is about flooding, hurricanes. Yes, we are a coastal town, so we do have, the hurricane months are from July into October. And we have seen a couple bad storms, but overall it is not too bad. We know the areas that flood, so when you are looking for a home or a property, you definitely need to make sure you are asking those questions. What areas are in flood zones? What areas have seen flooding? We do have something that happens typically near the Cherry Grove area called the King Tides, and that has to do with the moon. And sometimes that water, if you're living on one of those canals, can come up and you will see those raised homes. So it's all about knowing what areas are going to be safer in regards to that, keeping that in mind that it is a possibility, and insurance may be a little bit higher because of this in certain areas. Now, if you want to talk about demographics, about 51% of the population in North Myrtle Beach City is going to be 18 to 64 years old. So that is the bulk of the population. The median age is actually around 60 because we are a huge retirement community. But over the years, I have seen more and more younger demographics coming in, younger professionals and families and things like that, like myself. If you are curious regarding schools in North Myrtle Beach, they are a part of the Horry County School District, which is one of the best school districts within South Carolina as a whole. The North Myrtle Beach Elementary School is Ocean Drive Elementary, and it has an A rating. You also have North Myrtle Beach Middle School, which is an A- rating, and then North Myrtle Beach High School is rated B+. So this is all from niche.com. As you can see, the school ratings are actually pretty good. And there are a bunch of other school options. I do have a video on other schooling options in the greater Myrtle Beach area. I'll link that into the description below if you want to check that out. As far as healthcare goes and hospitals, Grand Strand does have a North Myrtle Beach branch. And then you also have the other large hospital systems, such as Tidelands, which is going to be further south. And then you have McLeod right in Little River. They have a new hospital, Seacoast, over there as well. So we are growing continuously and trying to serve the population with our healthcare, and it is getting better over time. Now, just talking generally living in the area, what you should expect as far as traffic and tourism and all that. Well, during, the summer months, you are going to see an influx of people. The roads may be a little bit busier than other times, but if you are from any larger metropolitan area, it won't be, a surprise to you as far as going, to certain touristy things. Obviously, during the summer, everything's going to be a little bit busier and you will definitely feel that. And then even in the winter time, when I moved here, 10 years ago, the winters were much quieter. Now we've become a much more full-time residence place. It quiets down a little bit, but it does feel like, people live here more full-time now. Now that I told you a lot about the area itself, let's see a couple specific must-see single-family home neighborhoods in North Myrtle Beach City. I'm gonna start with a very large community called Barefoot Resort. Now, I talked about Barefoot Landing earlier. This is right next to there. Barefoot Resort is going to be a very large community of a bunch of sub-communities. They've got condos to single family homes in there, pretty much every kind of style that you could think of. There's 15 single family home communities and 23 condo townhouse communities. The price ranges vary greatly just because of the great vary of what's available. Condos you can find in the upper 100,000s to, the mid 600,000s, while homes range from typically 400,000s, kind of the lowest, and up to the $1 million plus. Now, the perks of living in this Barefoot Resort are the amazing amenities. You have pools, you have everything close by, you have golf close by with the Barefoot golf course. And you also have a beachfront cabana that the community shares, so somewhere to park and hang out, showers, bathrooms. So that is one of the great perks of living in here too, along with being a golf cart ride distance to the beach. Another neighborhood that I want to mention is Tidewater Plantation. Tidewater is located in the Cherry Grove, so the most northern part of North Myrtle Beach City, and it is built around the Tidewater golf course. Now, homes started being built here in the early 2000s, but you can still purchase empty lots today and build custom homes as well. So there are all different styles in here just because, they are custom home lots. Homes in here will typically range from the lowest end, 400,000s, all the way up to the millions plus, depending on the house size, lots. There's so many factors that go into it because they are all custom. What's great about it is the amenities that are included. You have a swimming pool, tennis courts, fitness center, walking trails, beach cabana with private beach access, in addition to 24/7 gated security. So this is also a gated community. You are also within golf cart ride distance to the beach, the Cherry Grove Beach. Another great community in North Myrtle Beach City is going to be Seaside Plantation. This is another gated custom home community, which is very close to the beach. Again, that golf cart ride distance to the beach. Seaside has an active social community too. So if you're looking for a community that does a lot of things, this may be for you. They have weekly games, organized events, and get-togethers. You'll find homes built in the early 2000s as well. And these homes typically nowadays start around 800,000 to over $1 million because you are so close to the beach in this community. Now, the fourth community I'm going to mention is going to be Bell Park. Now, this is going to be different than the other ones I mentioned, as it is a non-HOA community in North Myrtle Beach. So you do not have amenities, but you also don't have an HOA telling you what to do, what you can build, and any of that. You just have your zoning laws that you need to follow. Now, the community has mature trees and landscaping. So if you are looking for something more along those lines, you are still close to the beach without any HOA rules. Now, the fifth neighborhood that I'm going to mention is Del Webb in North Myrtle Beach. Yes, there is also a Del Webb in Myrtle Beach, but this one is going to be the one in North Myrtle Beach. The builder is Pulte Homes, and this is going to be a 55 plus active adult community. The size of the community is going to be about 500 homes upon completion. They have about 10 different floor plans in here, 2 to 4 bedrooms, 2 to 3 car garage options. They're still building in here, and then they've been building here for a little while, so there are still some resales that have come up on the market as well. They have on-site full-time lifestyle coordinators, so if this is another active adult social community that has weekly events and fun activities to do. So if you're looking for something that's a little more tight-knit and has more things for you to do, and you're 55 plus, you would love this community. The amenities include an outdoor pool, lap pool, it's actually a saltwater pool, huge clubhouse, tennis courts, pickleball courts, bocce courts, putting green, and there's 5-foot sidewalks throughout as well. I hope you found this video helpful. Over the next few weeks, I'll be breaking down even more areas of Myrtle Beach. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. My contact information is below. Have a good one.